name's Kaye Davis. I'm the Food Systems and Culinary Arts Director of Early Morning Orchard.
I'm Kasey Weingarten, and I'm the Farm Director of Early Morning Orchard.
In 2020, when the pandemic hit, it also coincided with us losing 80% of our peach crop. There was a major freeze, in fact two nights in a row in April. And the entirety of Palisade lost about 80% of their food crop. And we decided at that point that it gave us an opportunity, without having to pay attention to peaches so much, that we could expand our vegetable operation. And at that time we were reached out to by an organization called Lift Up to do a forward contract for them. We were given a $2,500 contract, which at the time as a second-year farmer seemed like a lot to follow through on. We were able to finish that contract in 3 weeks, and I reached out to the organization and just said, is there anything else we can do? And at that time, they asked us if we could do aggregation for them, basically meaning collecting from other farmers, aggregating it all together and delivering it as one delivery to the food pantry. We took the model that we started with Lift Up, and in the last 4 years we've gone from administrating and aggregating for one program that we now take care of 12 across the state. The biggest ones being Community Food Bank of Grand Junction, which is also our first client in Mesa County. In the last 3 years of doing business with them, they are now account for 20 to 25% of our business, and they're our biggest client.
We're so committed to quality here. The head team comes from culinary backgrounds. So we're really focused on what people do with food afterwards. And you see so much in the high-end restaurant industry that good food, good quality food is for the people that can pay for it. And that's just not what we believe in. We think that everyone deserves access to good food and good meals. And that's, like, we have an intense drive to feed people here, and that includes all people, not just people with a lot of dollars in their pockets.
And so we really made the conscious decision to make this shift from being a truly production farm to a purpose-driven farm. Everyone deserves access to good food. We were in a unique position to be able to do that, in that we have resources to be able to grow all year round, so we can assess hunger any time of the year. And we also have a lot of land that we can grow on and be able to grow a lot of food for a lot of people. But we chose that food access route to be able to make sure that we were getting not only food from our farm, but also food from other farmers that we support. We currently have about 45 farmers that we work with, that we aggregate with, and we travel all over the state to collect food to be able to provide to food pantries all year round.
And it has the added benefit of letting us help support our fellow farmers.
Yeah.
It's hard to be a small farmer producing good food. Hard to find your market, so anytime we can get some support for those farms, we try to do that.
I'm here to create a more localized, sustainable, and efficient food system that supports the communities that we and our other farmers are operating in. So we really brought it back to Mesa County and really started looking at what we could do and how we could affect change in our own community.
So increasing the access, it just increases the amount of people that we feed. It's increasing our impact on our community. And I think that that's an incredibly important thing. It's an incredibly rewarding thing to be involved with, because we can say, like, our food is making a difference here. We're not just growing a high-end product to sell a high-end product. We're making a difference in our community.
I feel like joining with and working with Community Food Bank, we finally got that first look into how we were having an impact and how we were affecting our own community right here at home. It's very hard when you ship your food elsewhere and you don't see that end user of your food, but here we can see, that person that's getting their eggs and their produce, and they're just so happy to have something that's not only fresh but identifiable to them that they'll be able to use and they're thrilled to be able to be using. And to see that process from literally seed to community is a huge impact, and to be able to see that in your daily work actually keeps you going, because this work is hard on both sides, pantry and farm, but it can be extremely rewarding when you actually get to see the effects of what you're doing out there in the community. The community food bank has allowed us to grow and has really created this food ecosystem that will continue to grow and take care of the community, not just here in Palisade, but the entirety of the Grand Valley. There's so much more to come, and there's so much more that we talk about doing. It's finding the time, space, and money in which to do that, but there is infinite potential here, and I think we've just barely scratched the surface of what we can do.